So, how to grow avocados in the UK or any similar climates such as the Pacific Northwest, Seattle, British Columbia, that sort of climate. With regards to avocado, the only thing we have to remember is to make them fruit. They need high humidity and heat, obviously. And for the last 3 years, I had this avocado tree for the last 3 years, and it survived last 2 winters. I had this avocado tree for last 3.5 years. The previous 2 years it survived the winter somehow, because I did pretty much what everybody else did. I brought them in and out, stored them in the shed, garage, that sort of thing. And you know, it always came out with no leaves, and then you had to start over. But last year I left them outdoors up until about December. Our first frost was on the first week of December, so just before we had the first frost warning, I moved it into my small greenhouse at home. Obviously the greenhouse is high humid, and in the UK in the winter we get a lot of humidity in the greenhouse, so that's no aid, it needs a heat. But the point is to make them through the winter without dropping its leaves. So I thought about covering it with a fleece, but we only had a mild winter luckily this year. If we went down to -5 or what have you, I would have covered it with a thick fleece just overnight. So this year it came out, after winter, when I took them out, it had almost all its leaves. Some of the older leaves are just falling off now, and as you can see, the new leaves are coming on, and we also got some flowers. That's the most exciting part. I mean, it had flower everywhere. Slugs had a go at some of them, but we still got few flowers hanging about. There's some over here, some over here, and there's some over here, and just about, I don't know, maybe about 5 or 6 bunch of flowers. So what I've learned is that if in this climate from the past 3 winters, it's in a container, and it's in a pot, by the way. If I plant them in ground in the greenhouse, it might even do better. So if you are in the south of the UK, I cannot speak for the people living up north, because I haven't lived up north, that far at least. But if you are living in the south of the UK, I'm sure you can put one in the greenhouse. If you can heat it over the winter for a few days when it's frosty or cold, even better. But guys, the point I want to emphasize here is that if you go ahead and spend a lot of money on these sort of plants, then you gotta do the steps to protect it. You can't just leave them outside and then hope for the best, or be stubborn about it, you know. Just do everything to protect them. And because obviously you spend a lot of money for it, you took care of it. And I learned a lot growing these tender plants over the years. As you know, I killed my mango tree a few years in, I don't know, about three seasons I killed. Every year I was killing them, and then last year I managed to, you know, keep them alive, and I will do a video on that soon. I'm really sorry on my previous video, I was really knackered. I came back after a night shift and did the video pretty much straight away, and so my voice was a bit funny, but yep, I've got one more avocado. That tree is a different story, because I left it outside and it lost all its leaves, so it's sort of coming back. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below, and thank you for watching.